Hi, my name is Jenni W, and I'm a project manager here at Postini. I'm here to explore an interesting theoretical question. Can I do Eyal's job? This investigation starts with a very critical question as, how did Eyal get here? Eyal started in his family business. His family business was party entertainment, and he was regularly hired out as the party clown and sometimes the sheriff for hire. He quickly tired of the family politics and being bossed around by his family, and so he started his own business venture, selling lemonade-flavored nutritional supplements. His first advertising campaign was for bodybuilding nutritional supplements. And as a result of that, Eyal pled guilty at 18 to product misrepresentation, and he served 4 years community service in the Israeli military. Well, once he got out of the military, Eyal played soccer. He became a goalie, and his team actually won the Israeli national championship. He thought this was his big break, and that the next step was going to the World Cup. Unfortunately, that year, his dreams were shattered when Israel failed to qualify. Well, he was still in the sporting mood, and Eyal had a revolutionary idea at age 26, sand surfing. Wow, great one. Sadly, like many of his ideas to come, this one was too early for its time. So Eyal decides to enter the corporate world, and this is only the start of his career in talking and talking and talking.
Oh, Jenni, what's up?
I was wondering if you could tell me, what has Eyal been doing at Postini for the last 3.5 years?
You know, that's a good question. You know, I know he drove around a lot between like here and Tracy. You know, I think he loved to drive, but he also had a paper out on the side, I'm pretty sure. You know, Eyal liked to drive, but you know, I think he got a special dispensation for an extended learner's permit, from what we know. You know, that's just my guess. But what he did, you know, I edited a lot of his proposals. You know, he was really an entrepreneur. He had, you know, Postini for Soho, Postini for anyone, Postini for your iPod, Postini for a small edition business. And, you know, I think his last proposal was a snail mail filtering for Postini, you know. So don't believe Betty Chin. That was really Eyal.
Hey, Bill, quick question. Can you summarize Eyal's job responsibilities for me?
Are you out of your mind? Eyal's main role is to rant at me and rant at you, and then go help us rant at product management.
I remember Eyal mostly for his ability to say yes to things. As you know, in our business, a lot of things happen on a day-to-day basis, and when I'm under a tight crunch, I always go to Eyal, describe the situation, and trust that he'll do something to address it. So that's a big help in our business.
Hey, Scott, what you doing?
Oh, hey, Jenni. I'm just reviewing this proposal from Eyal called Postini for Everyone about selling to the Soho market through integrators and resellers. He gave it to me back in November of 2005, and I'm just getting through some of the paperwork and looking at it. Looks like it's another one of Eyal's crackpot ideas. He's had a lot of them since he's been here, huh? Selling through the Soho market, integrators and resellers. Remember the one about Postini for all the backbone providers, where we'd actually make our services available with the wholesale internet service providers? Then he had the one about fixing reporting so our customers could actually use it, giving them things like stats, reports, access to logs, all of the things that he thought were important. Boy. Oh, then the Power Up and the Power Up Plus debacle. That whole idea about activating customers and actually collecting money for it. Man, that guy, he's had some wild ones. I remember when Alfredo came in, and Eyal's vision was to create some software that would act as a wrapper between the product that we sell and some of the other things like directory services or APIs or even PPT, tools to help our customers migrate from one reseller model to the other. Guy's had his finger in a lot of things. I'll say, Eyal, if you wanted to join the product development organization and build a bunch of those things, PPT, directory sync, APIs, all of that stuff, you should have just joined my team when I made you the offer instead of going into Jocelyn's group. But that's long history gone by. I'll tell you though, your departure has led me to think about some other things that you've mentioned, and I got to say that you do actually have some pretty good ideas. And I've gone to Q with a couple of them. The first idea about outsourcing all of the activation and professional services support to India is a great one. That looks like it's going to free up a good number of resources to be able to focus on premium support. So we're going to be working with Q on a transition plan for that. That should be coming within the next 30 days. I think it's critical. And then the other one that you had, I think, is a really powerful idea, especially in this new threat environment. We're going to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to address a bunch of the billing issues that we have in presenting an invoice to our customers, as well as some of the load on DBU, by taking all user directory information out of the system and implementing a global catch-all. So I think that's going to be a really great thing, and it's going to mean a lot of improved performance for our system. So those two ideas, at least, are going to see the light of day now that you're gone. So thanks a lot for that, Eyal.
There are 3 words to describe Eyal's role at Postini. And no, those words are not hasta la vista, contrary to popular belief. Those would be dedication, delegation, and caffeination.
Eyal, man, I'm going to miss you. You're the best. You're such a rock star. I'll never forget the training that I made you do based on a postcard, and I'll never forget the documentation that you helped me write. So maybe I'll stick this napkin in an envelope and send it to you so you can keep it for quick reference. Take care, man. All the best.
Hey Fred, it was really nice working with you. Really, thanks a lot for the RDDB and the FFD and all the great stuff that you... And what? This is not Fred's going over here? Oh, Eyal. Yeah. Wow. Do we ever even have any meetings together? It was nice working with you. Definitely, you ran your organization well, and I'm sure they will continue on in your absence. And I will always be ever grateful for your help here. So. Good luck.
Hi, Eyal. It has been great knowing you for 3.5 years. I still remember the day we interviewed, when you interviewed for a different job, but I thought you could do a different job at Postini, and that really worked out well. So thank you very much for your contribution to the business. Please do keep in touch. It's a very small world.
We're gonna miss you. Nah. We already missed you because you never come in anyway, so it hardly matters. But now that you've, spent a few years here and you've been officially Bloomy-ized, I'm pretty sure that, you'll probably do okay wherever you go. So you stay in touch and have a good career and everything else, and we'll keep our eyes on the newspapers for your next venture. Have a good life.
Hey,
Bye.
Al, Joe, Jason, and our wise Yoda here to say farewell. It's been a pleasure working with you. We're sad to see you go, and maybe someday we'll cross paths again.
Eyal, it's been a pleasure working with you. Thank you very much for bringing me on board to Enterprise Services. I've learned so much from you as a mentor and as a friend, and I wish you the very best of luck in the future. And do you think Eyal will ever come back to Postini again?
The answer you seek is yes.
Wow.
This is the worst coffee ever. If nothing else, the thing I'll miss the most from you is not your leadership, it's your coffee company. Thanks.
Eyal, seriously, thank you so much for everything you've done for the company. Your presence here has been felt by all functions, and the group that you built is a very special group. And speaking from the product side, your group's saved our bacon a number of times, and I'm thankful for your leadership through that. And I also thank you for the emotion and the alignment with the Postini values. You've been a very special person to have at the company, and we wish you all the very best, and I'm sure we haven't seen the last of you. Thank you.
This is Joe Green, and I'm really sorry that you're leaving Postini. I enjoyed working with you. I do have to apologize that in the 2.5 years that we worked together, pretty much, I don't think I got any of your RFEs done. And I just want to say, don't take it personally. We don't get any RFEs done for any of the business apps people either. You can be assured that we won't get any of them done, in the future as well, because it has nothing really to do with you. It's all about us. It's really nothing to do with you.
It's been a pleasure working with you. As Jerry Maguire said, there's paycheck players and there's players that play with their heart, and I think we all know which type of person you are.
The question remains: can Jenny do Eyal's job? But the fact remains that nobody can do the work that Eyal's done for Postini in the last 3.5 years. Eyal, we're going to miss you dearly. Have a great life.